Exploring infinite possibilities in gaming. If open-world games had no preset boundaries, the possibilities for exploration would become truly limitless. Players would no longer be restricted to specific areas or zones, allowing for a dynamic and ever-changing environment where exploration can happen in every direction, fostering a sense of boundless freedom and adventure. A fully interactive world without limits. Removing boundaries would allow every part of the game world to be interactive, from hidden caves to distant mountaintops. Players could approach quests, challenges, and events in an entirely organic manner. Every action could have consequences that ripple across the entire world, making each decision impactful and unique to every player's journey. Enhancing realism and immersion. Without predefined borders, the game world would feel more realistic. Natural terrains, ecosystems, and cities could blend seamlessly together, removing the need for artificial borders or barriers. This would create a sense of immersion where the game world feels like a living, breathing space that players can explore and interact with endlessly. The challenges of managing a boundless world. A key challenge of creating a world without boundaries would be designing it in a way that remains engaging and manageable for players. Developers would need to create systems to guide players while still allowing for freedom, ensuring that the game's narrative and mechanics don't become too overwhelming in such a vast, uncontained world. AI and dynamic content creation. In a world with no boundaries, AI would become essential in creating dynamic content. With an infinite world, AI could adapt to players' actions, creating challenges and quests that are always fresh and engaging. This would make each playthrough unique, as the game would evolve based on the decisions made by the player, creating an ever-changing experience. Social interactions and multiplayer impact. For multiplayer games, the absence of boundaries could lead to exciting new social dynamics. Without boundaries, players could interact in an open world where they could meet anywhere, form alliances, or even create their own communities. This would redefine how multiplayer games function, with more spontaneous and organic encounters between players. Progression and storytelling without limits. Without boundaries, progression and storytelling in open-world games could become more fluid. Players could tackle quests and objectives in any order, crafting their own path rather than following a set progression. This flexibility would allow for a personalized gaming experience where each player's journey feels unique, offering various ways to experience the game's narrative. Technical challenges of an infinite world. While an open world without boundaries sounds intriguing, the technical challenges of creating such a game would be enormous. From rendering vast landscapes to managing player interactions and maintaining performance across an unlimited world, developers would face significant obstacles in ensuring that the game runs smoothly without sacrificing quality or user experience. Evolving game design strategies. Designing open-world games with no boundaries would push developers to rethink traditional game design. From quest systems to world building, everything would need to be adaptable and modular. This would require new, innovative approaches to ensure that the player's freedom is balanced with engaging content, creating an evolving and captivating experience that never feels stale. A new era of exploration in gaming. Ultimately, a world without boundaries would usher in a new era of exploration in gaming. It would redefine what it means to immerse oneself in a game world, offering players a chance to create their own adventures and carve out unique paths through the game's endless landscapes. With no limits on where they can go, players would be empowered to truly experience the full scope of a game's world.